Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It has been a while. It has been a while. And I know y'all miss me. I got your emails and I missed y'all too. So I am going to go live tonight and spend some time with my Hoodoo babies. I'm going to wait a while before I get started. For all you people who are new, I am the African Witch Bitch. Hi. Hi, Kanisha Jenkins, baby. Hey, baby. If you're new to my Q&A sessions, this is basically where we sit up, scratch our balls, you know what I mean? Shoot the shit, and y'all ask me any questions you want, whether it be hoodoo related or politically related. And we have a good time. We have a good time. So, I'm here. It's been a while since I've been here, you guys. I've missed you. I have been busy. California's been on fire. You guys know I'm in Los Angeles. I've been busy with work and school and everything. And today I set aside some time to spend with my Hoodoo babies because I just felt the need. I had been wanting to go live, but just couldn't fit y'all in. Hello, everybody. Hi, Bomb Shelly is in the house. Hello. Shayna, hey, sweetheart. Claudia, how you doing? Ashley, hi. Teresa and Luca. See, you guys are my babies. Hoodoo, honey. Hey, you caught me at the right time. We just got started. Hi, Jay Martin. Thank you for your support, sweetie. Thank you. So basically, this is what we do when I go live. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. It does not have to be hoodoo related. It could be anything. Somebody asked me about my cat the other day. They somewhere around here. Also about political issues. I'm vocal. I give you my opinion. I don't give a fuck. Also, if you want to ask a question, but you want it to be anonymous, you can email me at info@theafricanwitchbitch.com. Africa spelled with a K. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. So if you want to email me, you are more than welcome to. I will not release your name unless you say it's okay. And even if you say it's okay, if I read the content of the email and I don't feel that it's appropriate to say your name, I won't say it whether you want me to or not. That's just me. Confidentiality supreme. Okay. That is my email if you need to reach me. So you guys go right on ahead. Okay, Jay says, hi, I'm a new subscriber and I love your work. Will you show us a way of doing a reverse jar spell? I do a reversal spell, Jay. It's on my channel. If you look on my channel, you'll see I did a reversal spell and I actually sell the candles already prepared for a very, very cost-effective price on my website. And people have been buying them left and right, and I am getting glowing results. I'm thankful for you guys' support. I would be nothing without y'all. I'm very, very, very much thankful for your support. So the reversal spells are like this. If somebody is sending you any type of negativity, it does not have to be magic related negativity or ritual related or hoodoo or voodoo related, Wicca, whatever. It doesn't have, it could be any type of negativity. I call that a nice try, bitch, because a person sending you some shit, you can send that shit right on back to them. And they are very effective. Hi, Tequila Harvey. Actually, she just purchased a reversal candle for me that I already prepared. So yeah, they're very effective ways. And I consider that protection work. You are protecting yourself and you have that right to protect yourself and your family members from negativity. I don't consider that baneful work, and I hate the term dark work because dark is considered bad and light is considered good. And we all know that that comes from white supremacy. White isn't always good and dark isn't always bad. For instance, black candles can be used for protection. Black candles actually are used for protection. That's not dark or bad. You know what I mean? So let's shed that. Let's don't even use those terms anymore. Yeah, you can definitely use protection work. You can use the reversal candle for protection work. Okay, why? Okay, Luca asked a very good question. Luca says, I want to ask you first, why do some people think that hoodoo is more dangerous and scarier than witchcraft and Wicca practices? Because hoodoo comes from slavery. That's why I'm sorry, not Wicca, Luca. That's why, Luca. The slave masters feared hoodoo. That's why we weren't allowed to practice our traditional African spirituality. because they knew that what they were doing to our people was evil and wrong, and they didn't want retribution. So they beat it out of our backs and replaced it with Christianity and vilified and demonized it because it was the unknown. They didn't know anything about voodoo. They didn't know anything about hoodoo. All they knew was that it was evil and wrong and wicked according to them, because they knew nothing about it, and they didn't want to be held accountable for the shit they were doing. Think about it like this. Why would somebody who beat your ass 6 days a week give you a Bible on Sunday, and try to tell you that if you be good and obey them, that you'll end up in heaven? But they didn't even want to share earth with you. Am I making sense? They didn't even want to share earth. So why would they give you the keys and the know-how and the knowledge to get to a place called heaven? That was all a tool, a psychological manipulation tool to get us away from our traditional African spirituality and move us towards their practice, which upheld slavery. So that's why they deem hoodoo and voodoo evil and wicked, but not as evil and wicked as Wicca, because Wicca comes from Europe. Now, granted, the witches were vilified and they were demonized as well, but nowhere nearly as bad as voodoo and hoodoo. If you notice, if you look in the like, it's coming up, we're coming up on the thinning of the veil, i.e. Halloween, one of my favorite holidays, actually one of the very few that I celebrate. So if you notice, they love this time of year to vilify us witches. Vilify we witches. You guys notice that? Yeah. So that's why, baby, that's why. Hi, Star Moon. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome. Thank you, Tequila, for your support. Can I do a sweetening spell for my boss because I'm contractual and I don't have any benefits, but I'm trying to become permanent to get more pay and benefits? Makeup with Shayna, yes. A sweetening spell for a situation like that would be highly effective, but also I need you to go on my channel, Shayna, and look up that spell that I did on how to get a job or a promotion using a green taper candle. Do that one as well. Do both together. Put your supervisor, and you know what? And to add a cherry on top, bitch, do a skull candle on your supervisor. Take a green skull candle, empty out the bottom, and put protection work inside the candle and your name, so that you can implant your thoughts inside your supervisor's mind, so that he can think of you for that promotion or for that new job, or to be permanent, whatever your objective may be. That's what I would do. I would do all three of them bitches at the same damn time, or back to back to back, in order to get your manifestation popping. And if you feel like, Shayna, if you feel like you have a blockage in that area, like maybe you've been trying, do road opener as well, baby. Work that shit. It's called spiritual work. Put in your work, baby. Okay. Oh, thank you, Claudia. You got you some meditation incense. Yeah, I sell them for pretty cheap on my website. Very, very, very cost effective. If you guys go on my website, you will see. Okay. How do you rid of evil spirits sent to you by someone else? Miles, reverse that shit. Now, there's another candle spell, another prepared candle that I'm gonna sell on my website. I have not uploaded the video yet, but I do have it. It is, let me show you guys. And if you're offended by panties, you guys already know how I get down. Okay, this right here is going to be a prepared candle that I'm going to add on my website. And it is a jinx removal and a stop evil candle. Now, a reversal candle is when somebody's sending some shit to you and your objective is to send the shit right on back to them. This one is just to stop the negativity from coming, not necessarily sending it back, but to stop it. If you believe that there's evil spirits or evil energy around you, there's a couple of things you can do. You can sage bomb and frankincense bomb the fuck out of your house to get rid of anything negative. You can send the shit back to them, whoever sent it to you, or you can just do a stop evil spell or a jinx removal spell just to stop all the negativity all around. Also, what I would do if it were me is I'd get a reading and I'd find out if this is the case and if the energy that's around you is in fact evil. See, a lot of times actually all the time we have spirits following us. A lot of those spirits are not evil spirits. Some people think haunted automatically means bad, and it doesn't. It could be an ancestor that wants to communicate with you. But if you really truly feel like that it's an evil entity, or are you just, you think that because it's a spirit, it's automatically evil? Answer that for me, sweetie. Answer that, okay? Okay, Jat, can you do a protection spell for your homes, yourself, and your children? Yes, I did one on my page using black salt. Okay, so what you do, Jat, is you take black salt and you add it to inside and outside of every point of entry of your house. That's a great way to do protection. Once a year, or maybe once every season, I guess you can do coconut. You take a coconut and sweep it from the back of your house into every room, every inch of your home, and sweep it out the front door and discard the coconut. You can also regularly, and I do this maybe 4 times a week, frankincense and myrrh bomb the fuck out of your house. You can also carry certain crystals around in a mojo bag for protection. I wear chicken foot for protection, or a mojo bag. It just depends. There's a lot of things you can do for protection. Does a freezer spell have any effect? Wait, does the freezer spell only have effect until you take the jar out of the freezer and melt it? It depends, Luca. You're gonna have to give me more example. When you put somebody in the freezer, when I do, if I've only done it once or twice, it's really not my method. But a lot of people do use freezer spells. You place somebody in a freezer, and when you unthaw it, it means you're done with them being frozen. Now, if you're doing a sour jar and you're freezing it, I would never suggest you do that. I would never, ever, 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 ever suggest you do that. If you want to freeze somebody or stop somebody, you put them in the freezer. And there's a way you can actually do that. That should be my next video, actually. And you leave them in there until you're done with them being frozen. And then after that, you discard it, you throw it away in nature. But if you have a sour jar, I think that's what you're talking about. If you have a sour jar and you froze them, I would never recommend you do that. I would recommend that you take that sour jar after constructing it and get it the hell out of your house and your space. Don't put that in the freezer and leave it in your house. Leave that negative energy in your house. It will throw off the balance of your home. I suggest, even if I construct a sour jar at night and I can't get to the cemetery or can't get to a dumpster or wherever, I put it outside my door. I don't even leave it in my house overnight because I don't need it to, that energy would disrupt the flow of your home. So I wouldn't, yeah, we are all comfy. I wouldn't suggest you do that. I think that's what you're talking about. Okay, Miles, you say you got a reading and it's a hindering spirit. Bomb the fuck out of your house, Miles. Bomb the fuck out of your house and carry around protection crystals with you in a mojo bag. Okay. And if you believe that somebody sent that shit to you, send it right back. Send that shit right the fuck back. But if you're not comfortable playing tit for tat or fighting fire with fire, do a jinx removal. Send them, I guess you can go, I'm gonna upload it tonight on my website and send that shit right on back to where the fuck it came from. That's what I would do. Okay, Bomb Shelly said, my ancestors like shots when I pour libation. So how do I leave the shots? How long do I leave the shots sitting out? I usually tell them it's the essence for you. Yes, ancestors do like alcohol, depending on the type you're talking about. So do other deities in voodoo and hoodoo. Yes. So you leave the shots out for as long as you feel the need, but sometimes you can leave them out as an offering and just discard it, I guess, in a few days, depending. Or you can just pour it. I use alcohol. Like I have bottles of alcohol over there that I pour out when I do libation. So it all just depends. You don't have to, it's not no set amount of time that you leave it out. And also you can take a shot with your ancestors. A ritual with me and my dad before he transitioned over is we would always take a shot for his birthday, Father's Day, New Year's. Yeah, those 3 days. So every year I'll have somebody take his shot for me, somebody close to me, and then I'll take it, or I'll just leave it out for him to take. And you'd be surprised sometimes when you leave alcohol out or a cigar out or food out, you'd be surprised that by the time you come back, like let's say the next day, that shit got bites on it, the alcohol gone, the wine that you leave out, whatever it is, gone, and that piece of bread or that food that you left out got bites on it, and you the only one living in your house? And no, it's not frowned upon, sweetheart. That's good. Spirits do like alcohol. How do I go to getting to know? Claudia says, how do I go to getting to know my ancestors? I'm not sure who they are and how much know much about my past, but I know they're looking out. Yes, they are looking out. And all you have to do, Claudia, is pour libation to them. That's it. You sit up and you talk to them like I'm talking to you right now, and you take you some water or some alcohol or some wine or whatever you are led to use. It don't even have to be nothing that I just listed. And you sit up and you just pour out. I'm calling on my ancestors. I'm calling on my spiritual cultivated ancestors. You say it 3 times in a bowl, or if you can't do it in your house because your home isn't conducive to practicing hoodoo or voodoo, go for a walk outside in nature with a water bottle and just pour it out in nature and sit and have a conversation. And you'd be surprised. The more you do that and the more you build that relationship with them, I'll be damned if you don't feel them communicating with you and talking to you. And it might start off with something little at first because it builds up over time, where you could be in a room with some shady ass bitch and you don't even know the bitch is shady. But your ancestors will be tugging on you. You'll feel it. Like, not feel it like my shirt, but you'll feel it inside you like some shit ain't right. Or you'll sense that shit like a motherfucker, or you'll have a dream and that shit will come into fruition, or number sequences will come in. You know, they communicate different ways. All you got to do is open up the door, and you don't have to know their names. I'll never know my name of all my ancestors. You'll never know the names of all your ancestors because their bloodline and their DNA dates back fucking thousands of years. How can you possibly know that? But they know you because they're alive through your blood. So that's all you got to do, baby. That's all you got to do. Okay, the weight loss spell. A lot of people are asking me, wait, is that Shayna? Yeah, Shayna. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed one before you, baby. I missed one before you. Mute Connection said, do you practice celibacy? Me? Yes and no. Meaning this, and this is personal, but hell, if y'all want to know about my coochie activities, I don't have a problem sharing. I'm not actually practicing celibacy, meaning I'm not having sex because of a spiritual ritual. No, fuck that. No, I'm not sexually active because I don't have anybody that I'm dating right now. But if you want to get you some dick, get you some dick. If you want to get you some cooch, get you some cooch. I do not practice celibacy on purpose. A bitch just going through a dry spell. And we've all been there. I know I'm not the only one. But no, I'm not, I guess I am celibate, but not on purpose. It's just the way shit is falling. The cards are falling like that right now. It'd be nice to get a piece, because next time I'm probably going to do some sex magic with the next dude I'm with. I'm just being honest. Oh yeah, it's going to go down. Okay, let's see. Do it. Okay, now Shayna. Okay, I'm back to your question. I'm trying to get everybody in order. I promise I'm going to get to y'all. Shayna says, you're the one who emailed today about the weight loss skull candle. Can I go into details? Yes. Okay. There's a lot of people that are dealing with weight loss issues. Me too. This pandemic has packed on, I think, 15 pounds. I done got like 8 of them. No, I got like 3 of them off. But a bitch is trying to lose some weight. So this is what you do. First and foremost, you got to sit down with yourself and say and decide what exactly is the reason for the weight gain. Meaning, my weight gain reason is because I'm a greedy ass bitch and I like to snack. It's no other reason than that. Mine isn't because of medication issues, because of thyroid issues, because of overeating due to emotional eating, because of depression. It's none of that shit with me. I'm just a greedy ass bitch, period. Let's keep it a buck on this live tonight, okay? Your issue might be something different. So what you need to do is sit down and really contemplate exactly why are you overeating, or what your weight gain issue might be. If it's a medication or a medical issue, then it's a medical issue versus different than depression issue or eating to cope with some bullshit you're going through in your life. Or you might have a food addiction or whatever. So that's number one. After you get that decision or make that choice of what exactly is, you've already got it in your mind. What is highly effective, what I've seen highly effective for me and for people that I have recommended this to, and anybody in the chat who's ever done this after I've recommended it to you, please weigh in on its effectiveness. Get you some Damiana herb. And if you can't find, no, not Damiana, I'm so sorry, excuse me. Ooh, that'll make your coochie real, real wet. You don't want that. That's a sexual herb that'll really have you hot in the ass. Excuse me. What I meant to say was some senna. Get you some senna. Now, drink 1 to 2 cups of senna no, 1 to 2 tablespoons, right? You get 1 cup, you do 1 tablespoon of senna, bam. And then you get you another cup, 1 tablespoon of senna. Drink 1 to 2 cups of senna once or twice a week. That right there is a natural, 100% natural laxative that will flush all that shit out your body. Okay, that right there aids you, but also get you a skull candle. Okay, a skull candle. I sell them on my website for hella cheap. Hollow out the bottom of the skull candle with like a screwdriver or a knife or whatever. Okay, then you're going to take a petition paper, a very small one, and you're going to write whatever your issue is. For instance, if you're overeating because of emotional issues, you're going to say, stop overeating. Okay, or you're going to say, curb appetite, or you're going to say, so whatever it is you're going to say, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your issue may be, it just depends on the person. But those are examples. You're going to put exactly what you want to do. If you want strength in fasting, whatever it may be, you're going to stick that petition paper inside the skull, because the skull is representing your mind. You're finna implant your thoughts into your mind and give yourself the energy using magic to do so. Then you're going to stuff different herbs. An effective one, hyssop is a protection herb, because right now you're doing protection work on you for your health. Okay, stuff that inside. Then take the little wax pieces that fell when you hollowed out the candle and stuff that shit back in there. Then you're going to take some commanding oil. It does not have to be the commanding oil that I sell, but a lot of those commanding oils, if you look online, are hella pricey. And the ones that you find on Amazon are cheap as fuck and mass produced and not meditated over. But it's up to you if that's what you want to use. Use what you're led to use. I make my own commanding oil right here, AfrikanWitchBitch.com. Ask anybody who's ever used my commanding oil. The shit works. Wear it on yourself or use it in a candle. But in this particular case, you're going to take this dropper, and it comes with a very convenient ass dropper, and you're going to drop a few pieces on the candle to cover up the whole candle. Like the whole head of the candle is going to be covered up. Okay. Then you're going to sit up and you're going to meditate. And what you're going to do is put your intent in this bitch. You're going to focus on exactly the outcome you want to happen. If you want to lose X amount of pounds, you're going to put that shit on the, put that shit in the intent of the spell. If you want your appetite curbed, if you want more strength in being vegetarian, if you want to cut out fried foods, whatever it is, if you have a sweets addiction, all that shit can be written down on a petition paper in a few words. I'm not saying write a long list, because that shit won't fit depending on how much you hollow out the hole. But you can stuff that shit up in that petition paper, put your intent, and meditate over that shit every single day. If you are dealing with emotional problems, like you're depressed, bitch, I implore you, I promise you, burn frankincense. Burn mugwort and frankincense on a charcoal disc. Frankincense cures depression. Breathe that shit in every single day. Meditate over it. Mugwort enhances your psychic ability, which will make all of your spells pop. All of them. I don't give a fuck if you're doing a spell on your cat. It will pop because you're going to enhance your psychic ability. Take some mugwort, burn that shit. Take some mugwort, put it in a mojo bag. Take some mugwort, drink it as a tea. Unless you're pregnant, don't fuck with mugwort if you're pregnant. If you are pregnant, don't burn that shit, and do not drink it as a tea, because that will cause you to abort. Don't fuck with mugwort. But if you're not, you put you some mugwort on a charcoal disc along with some frankincense, burn that shit, and let your house get good and smoked up. And then you open your windows. Once you do that systematically, you will notice that your depression, your negative thoughts, and all that bullshit that you're carrying around with you, whether it be past trauma, will go away. You also need to sit down and do a self-love spell. I hope you guys are listening. If you are dealing with emotional eating because of past trauma, and you're dealing with some bullshit baggage from that punk ass fucking fat neck ex of yours, who had you fucked up, and you finally left his bitch ass, but his residue is still weighing on your psyche, do a self-love spell. All of that shit, all of it together. That can be some serious work, very cost effective if you fuck with my website. But you will see a difference over time, I promise you. Okay, I hope I answered your question. I'm kind of long-winded, y'all. Forgive me, but a bitch like to talk. You feel me? All right, let me go on. I got Shayna Do I have a reader in mind? True. Yes, I do have a reader in mind. I have 2 readers that I fucks with. Only 2. Only 2. That's Elemental Wisdom, because she does a plethora of different types of readings, whether it be ancestor reading, past life pendulum. She does different ones. And I also have Teresa. And anybody who's ever fucked with Elemental Wisdom or Teresa, you know their shits are off the chain and they're very cost effective. All these motherfucking babalaos who post up in these bitch ass groups and shit, and these spam artists who are on my page. Thank you for the people who cuss out the people who get on in the comment section of my videos, who are trying to get you to call a 21234 Nigerian number because they're trying to be scam artists. Please keep cussing them out, please, because I delete them when I see them, or sometimes they delete themselves. I don't know, but don't fall for that bullshit. Don't fall for it. So those are the 2 readers that I fucks with. If you want a referral to them, you have to go to my Facebook group. I have a private Facebook group called the African Witch Bitch Tea Room. And in order to get added into that group, you have to answer all the questions. If you don't answer the questions, I'm not adding you, because I don't want my people in my group being spammed and treated like shit by Christians who come in and tell them that we're all going to hell. I don't tolerate that shit. So you need to answer the questions, and then pinned at the top of the group are my 2 readers. If you look at the announcement section of my group, and you can have all their information. You can book an appointment directly with Elemental Wisdom right there on the group. She's amazing. Trust and believe. Okay. So Chantrell, I gave you advice on how to do a sweetening spell. Okay, let's see. Update on the sweetening jar. A month and a half later, landlord was more wanting me to stay and pay as soon as I can. It's been 2 months since I didn't pay. Now I'm a new. Beautiful. I'm glad I was able to help you, baby. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Oh, shit, I done lost my place. Y'all done been talking while, because I'm running my damn mouth. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm going back through because I don't want to miss anybody. Okay. Okay, how long does it take for the Luca says, how long does it take for the in reversal candle? Luca, the reversal candles I have are 7-day candles, but that all depends on how the ancestors fuck with you. For instance, somebody I just sold a reversal candle to, it burned down in 2 days. That's because the ancestors were eager to take that to do that spell. That work was so supported because that person deserved it. So it all just depends. I would say between 3 to 7 days, baby. Yeah. Sometime 5 days, sometime 3. Yep, that's true, Dejeen. Spirits like all kind of stuff, little candies, food, toys, alcohol, cigars, depending on the deity that you're fucking with. Yes. Yes, Miles. Yes, yes. 44. It depends on what I'm doing. The L's that the herbs that I sell are enchanted. All of them are enchanted. When I'm doing a spell, I sometimes, and you guys have seen this on my videos, I add one at a time. One crush up, and sometimes I just add them all and crush up. It just depends on the spell that I'm doing, baby. It just depends. Yeah, Dejeen, you're funny. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Is it okay? Nargo, right? Nargo. You said, is it possible to get extremely rich by hoodoo voodoo? Well, yeah. Here's the thing, and let me, and I'm glad you asked me this shit, because somebody else asked me some shit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it a buck with y'all. Somebody was asking me, why do I sell the shit on my website so cheap, and why there's a lot of people who hit me up for a spell kit, and the ancestors will tell me flat out to my face, don't accept no money from her, send it to her, she needs it now, she don't have the money, and I'll send it. No big deal to me. And one of the reasons why is because if you are, and this is how you can tell, and I need y'all to pay attention, this is how you can tell if a person is a true practitioner or if they're a fucking scam artist. I fucks heavy with prosperity work. I know how to do that shit. I don't want for nothing, because I know how to fucking manifest. If you are a practitioner and you know how to fucking manifest, you have no need to scam other motherfuckers to take their money. This is, and again, you guys, thank you very much for sending me these damn links to these videos of these other practitioners who are scamming people, and I'm sitting up here watching, like, every now and then somebody, and I'm thankful for that too, because it keeps me in tune. I usually don't follow. There's very few witches that I follow, very few that I fuck with. But then I'll get a link and somebody be like, look at this, and what do you think? And I'll look at it, and I'm in the comments section like, bitch, really? Like, you know, and it's not my practice to, nowhere in hell I would ever be jealous of another practitioner, because it don't make sense. For instance, if your kid comes up to you and they ask you for a glass of water, right? And you give them a glass of water, and then your other kid comes and sock the kid with the glass of water like you're drinking up all the water. That doesn't make sense, because water is not some shit you run out of in your house. You can open up the faucet and get a glass of water. That's how I feel about power in the ethers from the ancestors. It makes no sense for one witch to be jealous of another witch, because the power from the internet, the power from the ethers is unlimited. I can have just as much as you. You can have just as much as me. All we got to do is put in the work in our respective lanes. That's it. So it don't make sense to be jealous of another person. But when y'all send me these videos of these witches, and I said all that to say this, and they're out here clear as day scamming people, clear as day saying that a person got to pay them this, that, and the third, or else they not going to do. To me, that is a clear cut right there, clear cut example that they are fake at what they're doing. And I'm not trying to come for nobody, but the reason why I say this is because if you are really honed in your practice, if you really know what the fuck you're doing, you can manifest shit your own way. You don't have to take from other people who don't know. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? So, Nargo, answer to your question, yes, it's possible to get rich doing hoodoo. Here's how it will work. You sit up and you talk to your ancestors and tell them you want to get rich, or you want to manifest, or you want to be prosperous. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to fucking, if you fucks with them heavy and put in the work, they're going to give you all kind of ideas of shit to manifest. Your issues might be your issues, and your fucking way and your route to manifestation might be totally different than mine, bitch. You might be asleep and your ancestors might give you a number sequence to go play the lottery. Go play that shit. You might get the itch to go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. You might get the itch to start a business. Start that motherfucker. You might get the itch to play the stock market, to fucking go to school in a certain profession, and all the doors are open for you to get that high ass salary. Manifestation comes in different fucking ways. It's not just one way that it comes. Now, yes, it is possible to get rich, but you got to put in the work. And it's never, ever, ever okay to scam and steal and rob and swindle motherfuckers to do it. You don't have to, if you are good at what you do, and if you possess the power that you claim you have. Like, and I'm not talking about you, Nargo baby. I'm talking about these other witches on here. If you really truly possess that power that you claim you have, you would have no reason to rob anybody or scam anybody or swindle anybody. Because if I'm sitting on a fucking milli, if I have $1 million in my bank account, why the fuck would I clip $5 out of your wallet? Explain that to me. Why the fuck would I clip money out of your bank account? I'm sitting on a fucking bank. Why would I do that? But if you came to me and you didn't have no money, bitch, here's $100. It wouldn't affect me because I got more. That's my point. This is why I get so fucking mad when I see these other witch people, men, women, fucking scam artists, priests from Africa, whatever, scamming people, because I know they're fucking fakes. And the sad part about it is a lot of people are new and they don't know. And if I can help it, I will put you up on game, because I don't have shit to lose, because I can manifest on my own. I don't have to steal from you. It ain't nothing for me to give you products if you're going through some shit and you need help. Facts. Okay, moving on. Let's see. My ex cheated on me. Maria says my ex cheated on me. How do I hurt him without getting bad karma back? Ooh, okay. Your ex is an asshole. And the reason why I say that is because it's really no excuse to ever cheat on anybody. If you want to be with the person, be with them. And if you don't want to be them, fucking tell them and move on. Nobody says that you're obligated to stay with a motherfucker for the rest of your life. You're not. If the relationship no longer serves you, move on or whatever. If it were me, I wouldn't get them back. I would just move on, and I would do self-love to get over the hurt. But if they really did you hella fucking dirty, not just the cheating part, there's levels and degrees to this shit. depending on what they did, and I would need you, Maria, to email me or post what exactly they did. Like if you walked in on a motherfucker in your bed, they would have to get this work because there's no excuse for that. You can cheat respectfully. You can cheat respectfully, meaning out of all the beds in Los Angeles, California, don't fuck in my bed. Go fuck that bitch in a hotel. Cheating, yes, but there's levels to how you do the shit. You feel me? And the whole concept of karma, honey, Maria, I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in the concept. I believe work is either supported or it's not. And the reason why I don't believe in karma is because my ancestors, if karma were remotely true, my ancestors died by force, by whip, by old age. And a lot of the people who inflicted that pain on them, the slave owners, died warm, comfortable, and rich in their beds. And their wealth was able to be passed down to their generations and so on and so forth. So if karma were remotely true, that wouldn't have happened. So I personally don't believe in karma. Karma, from a Hindu perspective, means that when you die, you can't graduate to nirvana, meaning their version of heaven or the higher consciousness, if you've done bad things. So you're reborn in a lower caste, like meaning you're reborn poor to pay for the shit you did. But in America, karma is just like you reaping what you sow, or Western world or whatever, or recent, whatever. You're reaping what you sow. I don't believe that, because if that were the case, there'd be no such thing as white supremacy right now. And my people wouldn't be getting shot up in the street unarmed. Karma, the people who are in power right now in America are direct descendants of the people who enslaved my people. And if karma were remotely true, that shit wouldn't be going on. So I personally don't believe in karma. And in Hoodoo, we don't believe in karma. Wicca, they do. They believe in the rule of three. And I'm not, shitting on Wicca. I love Wicca. Wicca is a beautiful practice. It's just not my lane. But yeah, you don't have to worry about karma if the work is supported. And that's what you have to be justified for anything that you do. Any type of work that you do, you have to be justified. So that's the answer I have for you, sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Let's see. My birthday. Somebody asked for my birthday. Hold on. I done skipped up because thank you, T Lounge. When I scroll down, sometimes the chat jumps and I end up missing people's questions, babies. That's not on purpose. I promise you I'm not. My birthday is June 14th, and I am a Gemini. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really, really appreciate y'all fucking with me. Seriously, because y'all don't have to fuck with me. Y'all could be fucking with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support, and I'm humbled by it. All bullshit aside, I really am. Brittany says that there is a spell that can be done to enhance academic success. Yes, skull candle yourself. Take a skull candle. I would recommend a white one or a blue one, and hollow out the bottom like you would for a weight loss spell. Stuff your intent, whatever it may be. If you have a problem focusing, on your work or self-discipline to do the work, like you might be dealing with you might be a lazy ass motherfucker who just don't want to study. Excuse me. Or you might have issues retaining the information. Oh, I got hiccups. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Or you might have issues retaining the information once you read it. This is what I highly recommend you do. First and foremost, you meditate. Get you some meditation incense. It don't have to be the ones that I sell, but get you some. You sit up, and before you crack open your books, you spend a few minutes meditating. Light an incense. It will help you clear your mind and meditate. That's number one. Number two, maybe 3 or 4 days before your test, maybe a week, maybe not too much more than a week before your test, get you a skull candle. Hollow out the bottom of that bitch. Stuff you some mugwort in there and a petition paper that states exactly what your issue may be. Retain information or desire to study, whatever it may be, because your issue might be a little different than the next person's issue. Stuff that shit back along with the wax that fell out when you hallowed it, and meditate over that fucking candle about a week before your test or a few days before your test. You will notice that you're going to have a hunger to study, and you will keep the information retained. But every time you open your books, you meditate first before your test. Let's say your test is at 9 o'clock in the morning. Get you 3 cardamom seeds and chew them in your mouth before your test. If you're giving an oral test, 3 cardamom seeds and chew it right before your test. If you're just getting a written test, just chew the cardamom seeds or carry them in a mojo bag with you. Okay, if you're pregnant, do not chew cardamom seeds, but you carry it in a mojo bag with you. Okay, that's what you do to help you with your test. But you got to be disciplined. You can't be a lazy motherfucker doing a skull candle spell, but don't want to fucking crack the books. No, you're gonna have to put in work. You have to, or else the shit's not gonna pop. Okay. Yes, Miles says, can you prepare a skull candle if we need it? Yes, all you have to do is put that in the instructions when you order from my website. Tell me exactly what your issue or send an email, but you need to do it in a timely manner. If anybody fucks with me, they know when you order shit from my website, I send that shit out immediately. I don't wait. Hell no. So if you place an order and you want me to prepare a skull candle for you, but you don't tell me that until like the next day, chances are your order's already been shipped. So you're going to have to put that inside the special instructions, and I'll do it for free. You don't even have to, I'm not going to charge you shit for that. Just tell me if you want me to do it or if you could do it yourself, your choice. But I fuck with you if you put it in there. All right. But you got to communicate with a bitch. Hi, Tea Lounge. Thank you. Oh shit, Kanisha, you lost 5 pounds from the weight loss spell I told you about. Good job, baby. Good job. Okay, Bomb Shelly. I love you, Bomb Shelly. Hi, sweetie. It's been a while. How do you feel about witches that do petty ass revenge and love spells? I feel like they get into this practice for the wrong reasons. Yeah, real talk. Hard eye roll on that. Yeah, they do. Baby witches kill me. If you're a baby witch, because I used to be a baby witch, but I didn't do stupid shit like that. I don't do love work. Y'all know how I feel about that. But because the mamas that taught me, I before I did anything, I sat down and I learned first. You know what I mean? So the mamas who taught me guide me the right way to do shit. And it wasn't no fucking love or no revenge petty shit. Because all it's gonna take, Shelly, real talk, all it's gonna take is for them to get their ass whooped by their ancestors one good time. And then they'll learn the hard way. Instead of sitting down and learning like the right way, you know, some people gotta bite the donut to know it's sweet. I just sit back and laugh because I've seen this shit happen more often than not. Real talk, I have. And I just sit back and laugh. Hi, Kitty S. Hey. Barbara says, can I burn 2 candles at the same time? Road open and reversal. Fuck yes, you can. Indeed. You're going to notice a boost in energy in your home, though. Hell yeah, you can do that shit. I've done 3 and 4 at the same time for the same situation, depending on the situation. Yes, you can. Oh, Barbara, you got the earrings? Yes, indeed. I'm glad. I'm glad you like them, sweetie. Oh, Mighty Long Way. I like your name. Do I teach virtual mentoring classes to teach new witches the proper way to practice hoodoo? I've never even thought about that, sweetie. Oh, wow. That's something to think about. Virtual classes, huh? I just refer people to my YouTube channel and you can learn that way, but that's a really good idea. That's something I need to meditate over and see what the ancestors say. Thank you, Mighty Long Way. I will. Definitely. Would you guys want to learn from me? Like, let's say I did a Zoom meet or taught a class. Would you guys do that? Y'all be willing to do the homework? Talk to me. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Maybe I should consider it. Oh, yes, Dejine, you're 100% correct. Yes, the tea room. Yeah. Oh, Tea Lounge, that's your mommy's birthday? Me and your mommy born on the same day? Okay, let's see. Oh shit, Maria. I just saw your your comment right now. You said he fucked her an hour before he came to you telling you, oh shit. I would put his ass in a jar. That's nasty as fuck. Ew. And how you know about this, Maria? How'd you find out, baby? How'd you find out? Did you go through his phone or something? Hi, cupcakes. Thank you, Dejeen. Thank you, baby. I love me some Dejeen, y'all. Okay, Sean says, I just did a honey jar earlier. I did everything, but I just realized I didn't. Paper. No, you didn't mess up. You're good. You're good. Remember, honey jars have to be worked. So the next time you light the candle for your honey jar, just do it. Put the oil on the candle. You're fine, honey. You don't need to redo it over. Thank you, brown sugar. Thank you. Okay, Luca. Luca said, what do I think about veganism and generally not eating meat? Kind of a dead body. Some practitioners think it's good for your spirit. It depends on the person. I eat meat. I had a damn plate of chicken tacos yesterday. My ancestors didn't have the option to be vegan. That's some new age shit, in my opinion. But do what you're led to do, though. All bullshit aside, do what you're led to do. If you're led to be vegan or not to eat animals, then don't eat animals. But I do know in voodoo practices, they sacrifice goats and chickens and they cook the meat. They cook the animals afterwards and everybody eat for spiritual enhancement. So I don't know about being a vegan or being a vegetarian and not eating meat to enhance the spirit. It all just depends. But definitely in voodoo and in hoodoo, we sacrifice animals. I think it's roosters, goats, and chickens, to my knowledge. Maybe a sheep or a cow here and there. But I can't say that being a vegan will enhance your powers. I haven't heard of that, and definitely not in our practice. It doesn't. Maybe in other practices that I'm not familiar with, perhaps. Okay. Oh, you want to gain weight, Libby? You said what herbs can you use on a skull candle spell to gain weight? Damn, I've never been asked that. Most people just want to lose. I guess it would be the same concept. You write down, like if you're trying to bodybuild or you're trying to get yourself fit, or you will write down your intent on a petition paper and stuff that in the candle. I can't think of any herbs that you would use to gain. I'm sorry, when I do over this, I'm looking at my my hoodoo cabinet. I have a vast array of herbs over here. What would I use if I wanted to gain weight? I'm trying to get these damn pounds off. Bitch, come take some of mine. I have a fat ass that gobbles up my thongs. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Petition paper and commanding oil is what I would do. I can't think of any herbs off the top of my head that help you gain weight. I would use a petition paper and commanding oil. Skipped up in the chat again. Okay. Oh, I need to check my emails. I'm sorry, y'all. See if anybody emailed a bitch. Because some people want to talk anonymously. I got to give them their just dues too. Okay. Oop, I got a couple. All right, let me go through these. Give me a minute, y'all. Hold on, my allergies are killing me because of these fires, y'all. Excuse me. The fires got smoke all in the air where I live, and they really fuck with my allergies. Okay. All right. Anonymous one says, what is a good sex magic work to do? I have a spell on my YouTube channel. You take a penis candle. And I don't have yoni candles yet, but they're coming. So give me a minute. And you the candles that if you buy them directly from my website, the candles already have the herbs inside them. So when you light it, you ain't even got to do nothing but spend some time with the penis candle and put your intent in it and light it. And you'll notice a difference. If you are a male and you're dealing with like your penis not being able to get hard, take you a handful of juniper berries. Like maybe drink, let's say, I'm going to pour myself some more wine. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Get you a bottle of red wine. And I don't know if y'all can see, the line is like right here. Put you a bunch of juniper berries in here. Cork it back. Shake that shit. And let them juniper berries sit in that red wine for about a month. And then drink that shit and chew the juniper berries, and you'll see that your dick will be rock hard. Excuse my language. If I hope there's no one of my kids. I haven't seen any of my children pop into the room, but yeah. That'll make your penis hard. But if you're having issues where you have no desire, if you're a woman, get you some Damiana tea. Take Damiana herb and drink it as a tea and drink it, and you'll notice your yoni syrup will flow like the River Jordan. You'll be in the mood, and if it's you and your dude together, have him drink the juniper berry wine, and you drink the juniper berry wine, and you drink the Damiana tea, and he drinks some Damiana tea, and then y'all do that penis candle that's already infused with the herbs you need, or you can get your own penis candle and follow my tutorial on my YouTube channel, and it'll be just sparks. You'll probably have some mind-blowing ass sex. That's how you do sex magic. But here's the thing about sex magic. While we're on the subject, if you're doing a ritual because your dude's peen won't get harder, but if you're trying to manifest some shit, use this time when you bust, when you have that moment of release, that orgasm, you need to focus on whatever the hell it is you want to manifest. Whatever it may be, because your orgasm is going to take your intent and push it into the ethers. That's sex magic. Both of y'all light some candles, and if you can't find a dude, if you going through a dry spell like this bitch is, masturbate. Light a candle, light some incense. Really sit down and focus. Close your eyes, focus on exactly what you want to manifest, and go to work. And right in that moment when you're about, and normally you be thinking about the dude next door with the shoulders and the arms. Or you be thinking about your ex who really put it down. Don't do that shit if you're doing sex magic. Think about what you want to manifest. Put your intent in the ethers and use your orgasm to push it on through. That's how that works. Okay? Okay, let's see if I missed anybody. Oh, okay. It says I hung out with this girl and she was friends with the bitch he cheated with, and she showed me the shit he was posting, and he confessed everything in tears. So Maria, are you done with him? Are you guys trying to work it out, or are you completely done and you just want revenge? Talk to me, baby. Kel, let's see. Kel, you asked something. You say your case ain't got no solution. What case, baby? If I missed your questions, it is not on purpose. It's because the chat is going hella quick. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Okay. I missed what y'all are talking about. Okay. Oh, back to the emails. Hold up. All right. So I got that one down. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, you're done with his ass? That's pretty shady. And he came to you an hour after, which means he still had her cooch juice on his lips trying to kiss all over you. His ass would be in a jar fucking with me. Put him in a jar. Look, watch my video on my page and put his ass in a jar. I'm just being honest because there's no excuse for that. That's disgusting. I'd be mad than a motherfucker that happened to me. Okay. You're new? Okay. I feel you. Put his ass in a jar. Yep, exactly, Dejane. Exactly. I have some other emails, but I don't think they're from this live. I think they just emails. Hell yeah, you can, Bridget. Hell yeah, you can. You can take Damiana tea every day. It's a very powerful attraction herb. Okay. Kale says that her ex or his ex, I don't know, is doing witchcraft on them nonstop. You went to a root doctor and she cast a bad spirit out, but she keeps doing it on me again. 5 months past. She's mad because I left. What should I do? A lot of protection work and reverse to sender, Kale. Reverse that shit right back to her ass. She's pissed off because you left her. See, this is that petty ass shit that I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. People have a right to leave. That don't mean do work on them. Nobody is forced to stay with your ass forever. If they want to go, they have that right. It's called free will. But Maria, there's a right and a wrong way to do it. And what Maria's dude did to her, he can kiss my whole ass and hers too. He can kiss my ass after I work out. He don't even have to wait till before. He can do it after when I'm good and sweaty. Fuck that shit. That's horrible. And as for you, Kale, if it were me, I would reverse that shit and send it back. But I also do a lot of protection work to protect myself against her. There's certain crystals that you can use, as well as shit you can carry with you and work you can do to rid yourself of her. You also need to probably do a cut and clear, and I should do that spell because apparently this bitch ain't got over you. I don't know if your dick game was on point or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it probably was, and the bitch is like stuck in her feelings, and you need to cut and clear that road so that she can go away from you. You know what I mean? Von sweet. Von says she got my attraction oil and she put that shit on and felt like a banana around a bunch of gorillas. Girl, that shit is hella potent. Yeah, it is. That's my own personal recipe. That download came from the ancestors directly. They told me exactly what to do. And I did, and I'm getting glowing results from my protection of my attraction oil. It's actually, I have some right here. Very cost effective, and it smells amazing. Use this in your candle work. Whatever you're trying to attract something good, or put this shit on and watch the difference. It works. Real talk, it does. Yeah, you got to keep working it. Dejane is right. You got to keep working it. Let's see. I got another email. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Another one. Anonymous number 2 says, what's a good beauty spell ritual also? Beauty spells. Now, that all depends, and that's relative. What do you mean by beauty spells, Anonymous? Send me an email, or anybody else in the chat who's interested in knowing what type of beauty spells, give me an example. Because I think, in all honesty, and a lot of people may disagree, I think we're all beautiful in our own way. We look the way we look because we are a direct reflection of our ancestors and our parents and our family, our DNA. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're not liking what you see, that's a whole different matter and a whole different spell avenue that we would have to go down. But if you're looking for a spell to be more attractive to other people, that's attraction work. We just talked about it. My attraction oil, or any attraction oil, will work if it's an attraction oil that works. But if you're just looking for a spell to feel more beautiful, or you want to change and alter your looks, I need more information. I need more information, baby. You have to give me exactly what you're talking about. Bridget, you need some? Go ahead and order it. I have plenty in stock. You let me know. Oh, you want to? Oh, okay. Dejane says you want a beauty spell to make you feel beautiful and energetic. You're tired. Easy. Love, self-love work. Self-love work will make you feel way more beautiful. And make sure that when you do your self-love, you add an attraction oil to it. Or you can take a red skull candle and put yourself in the candle so that you can implant those thoughts, that everything you just typed right there, Deji, you can put that inside the red candle to implant that in your head and you'll feel it. But you use an attraction oil and a commanding oil at the same time, it's more effective. You understand what I mean? Okay, Mute Connection says, do you know hair spells to make your hair grow? No, I don't. I don't know any hair spells. I know how to make people lose their hair. Oh God, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know any to make your hair grow. Only thing I can suggest is Biotin. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. No, I don't know any, baby. I'm sorry. Is there a spell that helps losing weight? Sinzine, I think that's how you say your name. You're gonna have to watch the beginning of the chat because I went through weight loss extensively. And yes, there are. Yes, there are. Oh, go ahead, Miles. I have plenty of black salt on deck, baby. Go ahead. And it's very cost effective. Somebody put my website link inside the comment section for me, please. Oh yeah, you can ooze sexuality, Kenny. You definitely can. Oh my gosh. Well, ask anybody who's got my attraction oil and drink that Damiana tea. But make sure, don't be a dumbass bitch like I was. Like when I first started fucking with Damiana back in my early witchy days, I drank Damiana tea. And I didn't have a partner and I did not know how potent it was sexually. So I'm walking around here like, ooh, like it was the river between my legs. Like I needed some now, but there was nobody around. Like I was super hella single and I wasn't finna call up a dick appointment. I could, but oh, Star Moon, you want to get pregnant? Is that, hold on, let me see. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies are fucked up. Oh, do I create the spells myself? Yes, I do. A lot of my spells I write myself. I have my spell book. They want me to publish it. I haven't decided yet. Something that I'm considering when I get older. Not now. I'm too young in the craft. I figure if I'm gonna publish a book, giving you guys my personal spells, it's gonna be years and years and years. Like when I'm an elder with long gray hair, or maybe whenever the ancestors say it's okay to do it. But yeah. So, Star Moon, you want a pregnancy spell? I'm gonna need you to email me, Star Moon. The reason why is because I don't want to put that out there. There's too many young girls out there that could listen to what I'm saying. And they, with their cognitive development, be trying to do that shit. And I'm kind of selective on how I put the shit out there. But there is some work that you can do and some deities you can fuck with that could get you pregnant. Some death loas can get you pregnant. Hi, Vengeful Caster. Hey, baby. I haven't seen you in a minute. To Sinzine. I hope I said it right. I hope I did. Yeah, baby witches do be making books, and I be seeing, oh gosh, Mute Connection, baby. Baby witches be making books and posting all kind of fucking memes and shit. And I'll be looking at that shit like literally like that. I'm on Facebook, y'all know, active on Facebook on my personal account. People send me shit all the time. They tag me and shit all the time. And I see a lot of shit in that Hoodoo. What is it called? A bunch of the Hoodoo groups. I can't remember the exact one. I'm in a few of them. And a lot of the shit just be ass backwards ass information in way of Hoodoo. Now, Wicca, I can't really speak on, not my lane, love the practice, but I don't too much divulge in that because it's not my lane. But they be giving some of the most ass backwards ass popcorn ass instructions, and people be gobbling that shit up, and it bothers me, but fuck, you know what I mean? It bothers me. It bothers me. I'm really obsessed with Middle Eastern magic and energies. How is that linked to African? Dijin, because it all comes from Africa, baby. That's why. If you notice, there's a lot of similarities between the two. Depends on the work you're doing, Bridget. Bridget says, how do I know if I should use a 7-day candle or a taper? Depends on the work you're doing. If you're doing something like, if I'm petitioning Saint Expedite, I'm not going to use a 7-day candle because it takes too long to burn down. Saint Expedite works quickly, so you need a quick candle. So I would use a taper candle or a chime candle for Saint Expedite. But it all depends on the type of work you're doing. Hold on one second. You guys, hold on. It all depends on the type of work that you're doing, sweetheart. There's no, like if I'm dressing a candle, I'm gonna use a taper. If I'm doing a money spell and I need the money like right now, I'm gonna use a taper. If I'm doing a money spell and I don't need it right now, I can wait a few days, I'm gonna use a glass. It just depends on what you're doing, sweetie. What is my favorite deity to work with? Honey, my favorite deity, it depends on the work I'm doing. I loves me some Papa Legba. I love me some Maman Brigitte. I fucks with the Death Loas a lot. I love them. I love them. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give an offering to them just for GP. Thank you for putting that into my psyche. Yeah, I like to fuck with the Haitian voodoo Loas. I fucks with my ancestors heavy. I have a lot of respect for Maman Brigitte. I guess if I could choose, if you're asking me to choose one Loa or one deity that I fucks with heavy, that I have the utmost respect for, is Maman Brigitte. She's the wife of Baron Samedi. They are Death Loas and the keepers of the dead of the cemetery. They're my favorite to work with. But I also like Criminal. He's a Death Loa too. I fucks with Criminal. He is a Death Loa that likes to get revenge on people that hurt children. And anybody who know me loves the kids. Like I for real loves the kids. Just got an email. 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna answer this email later. It's not a question. Wait. Oh, anonymous. Okay, I get it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just read it. Hey, you are cool as fuck. And yes, I would have a Zoom class with you, especially about the ancestors. I don't believe in that karma shit either. Racist motherfuckers would be dead by now if karma existed. Facts. I agree with her. What can I do about a witch I hired years ago? She works with demons in Santa Muerte and she is cool. But I ordered a statue and oils from her. I'm not bullshitting when I say she hasn't mailed me them yet, even though I bought these from her before and she shipped them out to me with no problem. I don't know what the problem is. Now, I pay for my stuff before COVID and I asked her and time again to send my stuff or give my money back. Should I do a spell on her? She tries to imitate people by saying she'll fuck them, intimidate people by saying she'll fuck them up. I got time to post on Facebook. She got time to post on Facebook and send other people her products, but can't send me mine. What the fuck is her problem? I'm trying to be respectful. I feel you. There's a lot of scam artists out there. But this goes back to what the fuck I was saying about people who if you really are good at manifesting and you're out scamming people, that's a true indication that you ain't shit and you're not a real witch. I'm just keeping it a buck. You don't have to scam people if you got power. So in a situation like this, I wouldn't do shit. I'll just chuck it up as a loss and I never order from her again. And she lost a bunch of business because what you don't want to do is to get into a war with a witch. Even if the bitch do fuck with Sam Muerta, if she does do all that shit, that's just extra energy. How much did you actually spend with her? And then you weigh it out because basically you didn't lose money. You just bought some sense. You understand what I mean? Everything don't require a response. And if this bitch is really like this shady as fuck, the last thing you need, because it's probably going to end up costing you energy and time later, is to deal with this retarded ass bitch and having her send some shit your way that now you got to battle and deal. It's not worth it. Whatever it is. Okay. So I want you to send me an email, anonymous3, and tell me exactly how much it was and if it's even worth fighting. I think I see your name in the chat, but send me an email and tell me, is it worth it? Now, the principle of the matter is you're pissed off because that's your money. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was $5, $2, $1.50, or $1.75. Right? I understand. But at the end of the day, I want you to weigh it out and see if it's worth it, because you don't want to get into a war with this bitch. You understand what I mean? This is, and at the end of the day, she's the one who loses, because now that she done made an enemy out of you, and you're not gonna support her business, and she lost the customer. And if she really is in business to provide a service for people or statues or whatever the hell it is, it's more effective for her to just ship you your shit and do good customer service, because that's a repeat customer who will then tell another customer and another customer. She just lost a whole slew of customers fucking with your money. Am I making sense? Y'all feel me? Dejeen says she got 3-pound cakes in the freezer. Yup. Hi, spiritual goddess. I miss you, baby. Somebody asked me, do I work with Oya? Yes, I do. Pambagira too. Sexual energy. Yes, I love me some Oya. I do too. I love the Ifa Orishas. I do, definitely. Yes, they do call the people. You get an Ifa reading to find out which Orisha is your parent. In Ifa, in the Ifa tradition, they do that. I haven't done that yet. I haven't got, it's not that I don't want to, I just haven't had a chance to get an Ifa reading yet, but I definitely plan on getting one. Spell for new opportunities. Bridget, road opener. Road opener spell opens the road for anything, any type of new opportunities that you want. You open the road. Yes, baby. Tzinzing, you want to spell on a professor? Candle, I would do a sweetening spell or a skull candle for your professor. Okay. Yes, Bomb Shelly. Yes, you are 1000% correct. The death lowers are more advanced. It's not some shit you fuck with willy-nilly style, because if you do, they can snatch your life. Little bitty shit that you think, that you may not think nothing of, they would deem disrespectful. I would never ever. Yes, I fucks with Oshun Mute Connection. I do. I give her offerings all the time. I do. I do not believe that you should fuck with the death lows if you don't know what you're doing, because that's a real quick way to get your life snatched. They don't play. They don't fuck around. This ain't no willy-nilly style fucking thing. This ain't no bullshit ass. This is some real ass shit that will fuck you up. So I wouldn't do that. It took me a long time to do my first Maman Brigitte ritual. A long time. I sat on the side of the pool for a minute watching before I jumped in. You understand what I mean? Oh, Maria. Okay. The only issue is I'm white as all hell, and I'm not trying to disrespect Black culture or anything. I feel like it's not my lane. I feel you. You're right. Yeah, Maria. Yeah, I feel you. And that's a good thing to think about. That's a really good thing to have, because the if you did fuck with the Loas, they would there was, like I stated before in other lives, this one lady or girl, I think it was a teenage girl, got her life snatched fucking with Papa Legba. You feel blocked, Cheyenne? Road opener. If you feel blocked in your career and you want that road open so you can get that promotion, road opener. Go to my website out and purchase the candles. They're already prepared and they're very cost effective. What you want to do to get rid of a messy ass bitch with a smart mouth full of drama? Oh, I hate hoes like that. Oh gosh, I don't. What do you mean get rid of her though? Like, is she somebody that's around you? Can you just ignore the bitch? She won't. Is she somebody you work with? Like, depends on how. It depends on what capacity she is in your life. Is she a neighbor? Is she an in-law? You can sweeten the bitch, or you can hot foot her ass. But it just depends though. No, I've never worked with Freda. I haven't had a chance to. Know who she is, fucks with her, but I've never actually worked with her. Yeah, a skull candle would definitely work as well, but it all like Molly, you're 100% correct. It all just depends on the type of where what she is in your capacity, like what she is. Haitian Lois, you can get hurt. These are not beginner energies. You need, yeah, that is very true. You definitely need a chaperone. You can get hurt. I wouldn't recommend anybody who wasn't of African descent to fuck with the Loas. I would never recommend that because those were the same Loas that slaughtered the French for enslaving Haiti. They slaughtered them. They don't take kindly to outsiders walking in with that entitlement. And if you guys ever are on any hoodoo site, whether any Facebook hoodoo group, you will see a lot of witches who are not of African descent walking into voodoo and hoodoo practices with an air of entitlement, with that white supremacy air, thinking that they own some shit and run some shit. And they believe, and they get real in their feelings when you tell them that they need to be respectful to other cultures and other practices that they don't have a genetic connection with. And they will get real good in their feelings and piss the hell off. And that right there, that energy is how you get fucked up by the death lowest. Example, as I stated before, Wicca is not my lane. I have a lot of respect for Wicca. I do. But if I go to a Wicca party and everybody is in the pool, meaning this is a metaphor I'm using, and they're all in the pool playing around, my ass will wait on the side of the pool and wave and congratulate and, hey, how you doing? And like this and shit like that. But I'm not finna sit up and jump in the pool and dive into that practice trying to regulate and how to play Marco Polo and shit. No, that's not my lane. And I have too much respect for the practice to do some shit like that. But fuck with Hoodoo Delition, you'll see that it's not like that there. They get real good and mad. Somebody asked the other day in that group, I was in that group, I think it came up or somebody tagged me in something. And they were talking about the Loas. And the lady who was asking about the Loas wasn't of African descent. And I told her, along with other people, don't mess with them Loas because you'll end up getting hurt. Honey, they came in on me, a bunch of frowny faces and sad faces, and how you can't be like that, and you're I'm not being a racist. It has nothing to do with me being a racist. I'm literally trying to peep her up on game so she don't get her life snatched, because those deities are not some that you fuck with like that. You don't walk up in there, bust through the door thinking you have ranks and rights. I don't do that shit. Baby black witches don't do that shit. So how the fuck do you feel you're a baby Karen witch and you can do that shit? That's how you get fucked up. Don't do that. Oh, congratulations. You love Hoodoo Delish. A lot of the shit that I see, and that's no disrespect to them. And I promise, like I said, I'm not a hater by no means. But a lot of the shit I see on that website is misinformation. Like, and people be scamming in there. That's horrible. Like, no, don't do that shit. You don't fucking scam people. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Wicca. Is beautiful. Wicca is beautiful, honey. I love Wicca. I love Wicca. I do. And it's a rich history. Maria, look it up. You will fall in love. I promise you. Oh, wow, Desheen. She said, I knew 2 white voodoo practitioners who came to my house and one became possessed. It was interesting, but I wonder how the Loa felt about it. I don't know. That's a good question, Dejeen, baby. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yep, that is true, Dejeen. I just fucks with you, Dejeen. I really do. Unseasoned hoodoo. Kenny, shut up. I never heard of that before. I like that, unseasoned hoodoo. Yes, Chantrell, excellent point. You know, telling who the little white girl's ancestors were. And the bad they did. Yeah, that's true. Okay, you guys, I have kept you long enough. I am going to sign off. I've been on for roughly an hour and a half. I have enjoyed every minute of it. I love hanging out with you guys. And I promise that it won't be a long time before my next live. I'm not going to stay away too long. I promise you. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's been crazy with these fires, with the earthquake scared the shit out of me. I jumped up, ran out of my apartment, damn near naked. I need to stop sleeping naked, but y'all know I don't like wearing clothes. I don't. So if you need to reach me, my email address is info@theafricanwitchbitch.com, African spelled with a K. If you want to purchase low-cost hoodoo supplies, fast shipment, and great customer service, if I do say so myself, my website is www.theafricanwitchbitch.com, African spelled with a K. My private Facebook group is the African Witch Bitch Tea Room. But in order to get let in, you have to answer the questions or I will not let you in. And neither will my witchy workers who are admins in that group. We have a good time. So please, 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 you guys, be safe and ashe. I love you all and I promise to be back soon. Ashe.